Hello, I'm Yetzyow, and I'm here talking to you from the cyberspace. And well, first of all, I think that Ludology hasn't. Well, you can generate the same amount of inductions in Ludology that in physics, because Ludology isn't a hard science like physics. Okay, it hasn't got to the reputation of physics because it hasn't solidified to the level of physics. Okay, because of many reasons. Because one of the reasons is because basically Ludology approaches things in many ways, from social sciences, from informatics, from physics, from theology, from many fields. So basically, Ludology needs to establish itself from one field, I think, and I think it has to be through maybe through informatics or through mathematics. I think maybe through both, and mathematical informatics, and cognitology. I think those three, and establishes itself like that, and get itself deeply into that, and and be like that, and something, and basically, I think that physics is a science that is very rigorous with experimentation, and Ludology needs experimentation to be rigorous. It needs experimental data. How to get experimental data with Ludology? Well, making video games, basically. You need to make video games to test your ludological theories. If you make a ludological theory, a ludological affirmation about something, you need to make a video game test it. So basically, ludologists need to have strong coding skills, strong artistic skills, in order to make their assumptions right or wrong, in order to prove or disprove their assumptions. That's what I think from this field. And I want to be a very important figure in this field in the UK, because I think it's very important for me to basically um, uh, teach people and guide them to the way of the real path, of the correct path, according to my own criteria, of course. I could be wrong, but I have an own criteria of how I think things will develop and how things are better for the future. So basically, that's what I think for Ludology. And well, basically, I think that it could become a harder science if things become better with time. If things become more closed, if things become more experimental, as I said, if instead of just doing theories and theories and theories and theories, you become more experimental and you become making video games to test your theories, like them demos, simulations, tested theories. With that, you really have a ground to test the video games and make the hypothesis correct or disprove the hypothesis. So I think that's all. I think that's the way to advance the science of ludology. So I think that's the way.